I don't know how you zest an orange. Oh my god. I actually think that that's pretty darn good. That is so nice. We can do this. Gordon Ramsay. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I have a tripod coming out my head. 1 second. That's worse, that's definitely worse. That'll have to do. Yeah, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with a vegan eating challenge video. 1 second, I've forgotten the essential part of this intro. Hold the phone. Here we go. This bad boy. So I thought instead of doing vegan fast food for 24 hours, which I think I've done before, I've done eating vegan for a week before, I thought I would do home cooking recipes completely from scratch that are vegan for 24 hours. I've probably called the title something a little bit snappier than that. I haven't thought of it yet. Basically, home cooking completely from scratch is not my forte, so I thought that this was going to be a challenge on two fronts. Obviously one of them vegan food, but also completely from scratch. So it's two challenges, but I'm quite excited about both of them. I've been eating a lot more vegan replacements recently, so I definitely feel like I know a little bit more about what I can and can't eat, and also what I like and don't like. So I think that since the last time I did this, I've definitely altered my taste buds a little bit, altered what I'm eating a little bit. One of my closest friends, Jenny, actually got me this cookbook for my birthday because she'd seen I'd done a lot of food challenges, I'd done a lot of vegan cooking videos, or like cooking videos in general, and she got me this cookbook, which is the Speedy Bosh cookbook, and it's all vegan, it's all plant-based, and it has so much in here. Like, this is a fat cookbook. It's actually really, really good. It's really nice. All the meals are pretty straightforward to follow. So I thought we'd use this, picked out a couple of recipes, went to the supermarket and got my stuff, and yeah, now we're here. So let's get going. I'm gonna flash back to yesterday morning when I made myself a breakfast out of their recipe book. Right before we jump into it, I am gonna say, if you're not already subscribed, please go and do so down below. Every time I say this, people are always so surprised, but over half of my viewers that watch every single video aren't subscribed, and it really, really does help me out. Like, I can't even tell you how much it helps me out. So if you know that's you, please go and do so down below. It means the world, and let's get into it. Okay, I have just woken up and it is breakfast time. First meal of the day, probably the easiest to be vegan accidentally. You can literally just have cereal with like milk replacement and you've already got a vegan breakfast, but I wanted to go a bit more adventurous, so we're following one out of the book, and it's called chocolate orange porridge, which sounds pretty good, so I'm going to read you the recipe. This one here, so it's cocoa powder, maple syrup, orange, dried chili flakes, but I haven't got those, chocolate sprinkles, and sea salt. So it seems pretty easy. It's very straightforward. It's a short paragraph, so like, how hard can it be? So we're just gonna get started. So the recipe is telling me to make porridge in a pan, but I personally just prefer it from a microwave, and it's so much easier, and I don't really see how that differs the recipe being vegan at all. So the first thing I'm obviously going to do is add in my porridge oat, 40 grams. Perfect. Okay, I've added in my almond milk. Again, the recipe says oat milk, but you could obviously just switch this out for any milk replacement. I don't really like oat milk, and I have almond milk, so I'm going to use this. And then I'm going to pop it in the microwave just as I would like regular packet porridge. It's after it's cooked that the chocolate orange element comes into it. So step one, and I could potentially have already done it wrong. It would appear I've added too much milk. I physically don't know how. Although I put less oats in, I put less milk in as well, by like the same ratio. Anyway, I think it's okay. It's like setting a bit, you know, when porridge has to come out of either the pan or the microwave and it like congeals afterwards. Yeah, it's doing that. So the next step is to add in the things that make it chocolatey. So the first thing I have is Tesco's own dark chocolate cocoa powder. I think I got this all good. Wow, look at that, half full. Where's the rest of it? Anyway, so it's 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder. We go with that much? Maybe that's a bit much, that'll be really strong. Actually, that has really thickened it up. That is probably why they allow for more milk. Wow, this is gonna look so nice. The next thing is a tablespoon of maple syrup. Again, couldn't find that, so I've got golden syrup, which I believe is also vegan. I literally cannot open any of these things because I don't have nails on anymore, and my own nails are so weak. I actually can't open it, how embarrassing. Here we go, we have 1 tablespoon of golden syrup straight in there. This is going to be the sweetest thing, although I guess actually cocoa powder is not very sweet. So this is what it currently looks like. This is the mixture. This is the highlight of my morning so far, although to be fair, I have only just got up. It smells nice. Now it's time to make it chocolate orange and not just chocolatey. Also, the window in here always makes me look really blue. Don't know why. Okay, next thing, zest the orange. I don't know how you zest an orange. Is that just grating it? Yeah, and how do you zest an orange? Zest it orange and set the zest aside. And then, Jesus Christ, your porridge is going to be cold by the time you're faff doing all of this, but alright. There's not a great deal coming off it. I just look like I'm shaving the orange, but 27 hours later. Okay, it does then say to squeeze half of the orange into the mixture, so I'm just going to do that. I reckon that's where the flavouring is going to come from, not the zest, but whatever. And top with dairy-free chocolate sprinkles. The state of my hair is actually hilarious. This is embarrassing. This is when you know it's lockdown, when I just have like no effort in my appearance. I will get dressed, obviously. Anyway, so I'm going to top it with these, although I think it's chocolatey enough. Presentation's not all that. I think Gordon Ramsay's safe for a little while. And this is what the final mixture looks like. To be honest, it just looks like a chocolate cake mix or something, but I'm imagining it to taste nice. It has got quite a juicy orange in there too, so hopefully it should taste quite refreshing as well as quite like sickly and chocolatey. So let's go try it. Right, okay, so I've come to eat it in the living room. However, I do already think I'm probably not going to eat all of this because it just looks so sickly and like intense, but we haven't tried it. Okay, it was actually almost worth all the faffing around. I mean, I probably wouldn't do that every day, but no, you can taste the orange actually. It's definitely got like like a really incredibly average Terry's chocolate orange flavouring. Like a Terry's chocolate orange if you maybe got it from like 4 Christmases ago, it kind of tastes like that. Flavour's there, but just not really. It is impressive that it's vegan though. And I'm not just going to say that every meal because obviously this is a vegan video, I know that, but like pretty good. Pretty flavourful. Okay, we're back in the kitchen. I have got ready. I do look a little bit more put together. Not 100% there, but it's lockdown, as I've already said. As I mentioned at the beginning of this video, absolutely every recipe is going to be from the Bosch vegan cookbook. So I've picked a salad, kind of like a light lunch, but I'm still very excited about it because I am quite hungry. So I'm going to show you the exact recipe because I don't want to butcher it by trying to say it when I can't remember it properly. Here we go. It is the green bean and sugar snap Asian salad, and it looks pretty darn good, but it also does look a little bit complicated. So this is the exact recipe here. You can pause this if you want to follow it. You should be able to screenshot and read it okay. But I have all of the ingredients. I bought them all yesterday, even including stuff down to like the fresh basil, the fresh coriander, which I wouldn't usually put in a salad, but you know, we're following it legit, so I'm quite excited. And it also has a nut butter dressing, obviously vegan as well, so I'm quite excited about that. So let's go. Here are the ingredients. We have garlic, coriander, mint, coconut flake, green bean, sugar snap peas. In the recipe it's a chili, but I'm going to put pepper in it instead because I don't want it super spicy. Ginger and a lime. So we're going to get going. Prepare the green beans. Look at me, little chef. This is my I'm waiting for the kettle to boil so that I can boil the veg dance. I half straightened my hair because I was rushing and I literally looked like year 8 me, where I used to go into school every day with the back of my hair curly, like I can feel it and it's bothering me very much. Oh, the kettle's about to boil. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, splash. Apparently they only take 3 minutes to cook. I don't know if that's true. Fill it up with boiling water. Now we're gonna get it cooking. What's cooking good looking? Wow, I actually just lose the plot when it's locked down, I swear. This is my first ever time using cashew butter. This is to make the nut butter sauce. It does say you can swap for any nut butter if you have a preference, but the recipe says cashew and I've never tried it before, so I figured I'd just go with this. It smells kind of nice. This is for the dressing that I'm making now, by the way. So 3 tablespoons. Oh, that's like dense. Oh, I'm not sure I like the consistency of that. Also, this is super creased because I just got this through the post as a PR delivery. That's why it's super creased. By a brand called Strawberry Custard, which is very fitting because it's sustainable and vegan friendly. And it's a new fashion line that's just launched this week, so I thought I would wear it in this video. Right, I'm gonna add the cashew butter. That'll do for now, I think. Okay, the next ingredient in the sauce is maple syrup again. There was no maple syrup in Tesco, so we're going golden syrup. Then it is a tablespoon of soy sauce. As you can see, I do kind of just like throw everything into these recipes. I'm definitely not a chef. I really do think we've all noticed that by now though. Like, it's really not anything new, is it? Tablespoon of soy sauce. What an odd mixture this is. And salt and pepper. Okay. Salt. Woo! Oh my god. I just dropped the lid of the salt in the mixture. Am I a muppet? Am I okay? Salt, pepper. Oh mate, that doesn't look the one. Actually, that has mixed together pretty good. Like, it has turned into a kind of more of a sauce looking thing. So I have ginger and garlic cooking in the pan. It's garlic granules rather than like actual garlic. And now I'm gonna add back in the sugar snaps and the green beans. Okay, so I've added in a little bit of pepper, coconut flakes, and then the coriander and some mint, but I'm gonna save that and add it mainly on the top. And then I have cooked my whole grain rice, and I'm gonna add that in, and then you mix it all together in the pan, so it's a bit like a stir fry really. The recipe I'm following does serve 4, so I've just like halved it so that I've got kind of enough for 2, because at least then I can save it for like my lunch tomorrow. Okay, and then you kind of just want to mix it all together so that obviously the rice is hot, the pan is hot, the food is hot, everything like is hot, you know how it is. Season with lime juice, so this is when you use the other half of the lime that we already used. Dun, dun, dun. I mean, I'm gonna hold my hands up and say that I would not want to do this every day. Like, this is when you've got a bit more time, you want to eat something a bit more special. So I think that's it. Oh, the lime is sprayed all over the book. So the next thing is to serve, drizzle with the nut dressing. So we're gonna serve. Here is what the final version in the pan looks like. I actually think that that's pretty darn good. I'm gonna get a thumbnail with that bad boy. I mean, it does actually smell delicious. Now is when I need to decide, do I want the whole portion? I might as well just plate up the entire portion and then leave what I don't want. That is definitely not how you do portion sizes usually, but whatever. Oh, actually that doesn't look too much. That doesn't look like a crazy amount. Now is the time to season it, my favorite part. First things first, obviously, salt. Now, next is a couple more coriander leaves. So I never usually use like fresh coriander. In fact, I've never used fresh coriander before in my life, but it smells good. Okay, so here I have my sauce. This is my nut butter dressing. It's mainly cashew nuts, bit of soy sauce, warm water, maple syrup. I mean, if I say so myself, I think that this looks pretty good. So I guess you can just add as much sauce as you want, just like drizzle it over. Quite thick, and it is a little bit lumpy mine, but you know, first attempts and all that. I don't think that that looks too bad at all. In fact, I think that looks pretty darn good. Oh my god, I'm spilling it. Bon appetit. Bon appetito. Okay, so we're back in the hot seat. I just sit on my living room floor and eat food on YouTube. That is like literally what I do. We have the finished product. I think it looks pretty darn good actually. It is cold now because I've spent so long faffing around, so I'm hoping that it does taste okay cold. So we'll get up close and personal with you. Let's see. I'm most intrigued, I think, to see what the nut butter tastes like. So obviously if I don't like that, that's covered the whole salad, so like that's an issue. That is so nice. Oh my god, that is so good. I would literally pay like 20, maybe not 20 pounds, maybe not, maybe a tenner. I'd pay a tenner for that. Oh, I really, really like that. It's reminding me of this like pad thai that I had in Australia, where I first discovered like nut butter dressing. I've loaded shells with life. You need to follow this recipe along at home. It's so flavoursome. Oh my gosh, this is the lunch I'm gonna make when I have a little bit more time every day. My advice is go heavy on the dressing because it's really good. It's dinner time, boys and girls. I realised the longer I wear this combination of clothing that I actually don't like this top paired under the t-shirt, but we move, we're here, and you know, it's fine, that's just how it is. It's dinner time, which means I'm cooking for everybody because I decided that rather than cook a separate vegan meal, I'm gonna try a dish that hopefully everybody will like, and I have gone for something that I think is quite difficult to perfect and to not tell. Like a lot of things I think you can't tell they're vegan, like they're so inoffensive, there's nothing wrong with them. However, personally for me, the hardest thing to replace being vegan would without a doubt be cheese. Like I am cheese obsessed. Like it is probably the only thing that would stop me from being dairy free because I just love cheese. So where's the recipe? 1 second. Dum dum da ba dum dum da ba dum dum. Why am I singing Pirates of the Caribbean? Dum dum da da dum dum da da da. Should have written the page number down. The ultimate vegan mac and cheese. Now, to me this looks like heaven, but it's so easy for cheese to taste nothing like cheese. Like I've had vegan cheese replacements before and I just don't like them. However, mac and cheese usually is pretty good vegan. You get it a lot on like street stalls, places that do like vegan street food. It's often mac and cheese and you can get some really good ones. So I thought I'm gonna attempt to cook that. As somebody that can't really cook, I think we might be being ambitious, but let's go. Sorry, that was so loud. Oh my god, you're actually kidding. I just lost the page again, didn't I, doing that? We mean business this time, there's no messing around. So ingredients: macaroni, plant-based milk, cashew nuts, olive oil, garlic, flour, dairy-free cheese, nutritional yeast. Yeah, I don't know if I got the right kind of yeast. Mustard, breadcrumbs, olive oil, and pepper. We can do this. Here is said collection of food. As I said, I don't know if I've got the right yeast, so I bought two. I've got easy bake yeast and dried active yeast. Neither of them say nutritional yeast, but Tesco literally did not have any nutritional yeast. The reason I didn't vlog buying all of this stuff in the supermarket, by the way, guys, was because I will not lie to you, I find supermarkets quite a stressful experience, especially at the minute. All my local supermarkets are packed and empty again, so I was just like, get in, get out, get everything. Didn't even think about filming it, but you know what a supermarket looks like, I'm sure. So I'm gonna ask my mum if she knows which is the correct yeast first. 300 grams of macaroni in the pan, cover it in boiling water, boil. So this is the current situation. We have almond milk and cashews. I literally am so confused in here. Just going with the recipe, trust the process. You do have to food blitz it after it's like been brought to the boil. And then obviously the macaroni is just cooking. Basically you finish it all off in a wok anyway. So like all of this will be cleared and then it's done in a wok. This is like the pre-prep for the wok, if you know what I mean. This is like a long ass recipe. I didn't even really realize. It's not that it takes ages to cook as such. It's that there's like loads of little steps involved in it. I just kind of thought mac and cheese like whacked it in the oven, even though I don't even know why I thought it went in the oven. I'm actually just outing myself to be a really bad cook. I knew it didn't go in the oven because I have cooked it before, and I remember actually last time I made it with my friend Eleanor and we made like a non-vegan version, and we were grating cheese for honestly about 20 minutes because we just didn't buy grated cheese. We were so done. We bought a big block and we had to grate the entire block. So thankfully this time I remembered that and I bought grated cheese. Also I took the white top off because I thought I don't want to splash a brand new white t-shirt, so we're just here in the grey. Okay, so we actually don't have a food processor, so I'm doing it in the smoothie maker, which the biggest smoothie size you can get is this one. So I'm having to do it so annoyingly in like 3 stages, but we vibe. It's basically almond milk and cashew nuts, and the cashews blend like so easily. I think it's because they're heated up first, but yeah, this is a bit of a faff, but it smells good. And that's it, like it's pretty much done. Fun, funky, fresh. Then it looks like a frothy coffee, and you just pour it in. Oh, there's a couple of lumps of cashew in there, but I guess that's all part of the flavouring. Cooking with Molly, ever professional. What's a rogue cashew gonna do to you, really? Unless you have a nut allergy, then quite a lot. That was actually really not funny, I'm really sorry. Okay, so now it's time to add some flour to the oil that's cooking. So we've got the wok on, 40 grams of flour. I'm guessing that's to like thicken up the sauce, really get it going. Gordon Ramsay. I'm actually really genuinely excited to eat this. I just hope I don't disappoint myself. Is there meant to be more olive oil? How much olive oil is there meant to be? So we have now transferred the sauce back into here. We also have olive oil, garlic and flour in here now though. The pasta is ready here. We still have not added the cheese. So far this is essentially just a milk sauce. Right, I'm gonna go ahead and add in the cheese. You need essentially half the bag, but I also think that like, is there such thing as too much? Because to me, that's not enough cheese for mac and cheese, do you know what I mean? Although I presume this will melt down and all the flavors will combine. That's the kind of vibe. Just added in 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard. I actually don't even really know what this is.
It was at this moment that he knew.
I don't think I like mustard though, so I'm hoping you kind of just don't taste it. I do know that it is usually in mac and cheese, so like, we should be alright. Okay, so I'm gonna take it off the heat now because I don't want it to like curdle a bit. Stick into the pan a bit, boys. Now you just need to like stir it all in together. Pasta is so easy to clump together. Actually, this looks pretty darn good. And I'm not just saying that because I've made it myself. There might be a tiny bit too much sauce. However, I think I'd rather have too much sauce than not enough. It does look a bit like a carbonara, but we vibe. Right, now it's time to add in the breadcrumbs. Okay, and then it goes on the grill for 3 minutes. And then it's done. And I'm not gonna lie, it kind of smells weird, so I don't really know how I feel about this. Okay, we have set the table. I think it has about like a minute left under the grill. I don't even really know why it's not grilling properly, but anyway. I'm a little bit stressed that it's gonna result in a McDonald's tonight because I don't know how much people are gonna like this, how much I'm gonna like this, and I kind of wish I'd done a side of like veg or something, but time has passed and I have not, and I can't be bothered now, so yeah. Lol, I really fear that this might actually be gross. How are you feeling about your vegan mac and cheese, Dad?
There's McDonald's nearby.
He just keeps on going. There's a McDonald's around the corner that's still open, so no, it might be. It does smell a bit too mustardy. I feel like I might have put too much mustard in. Do you like mustard?
I like mustard.
I'm a bit worried about this, but let's go in. I mean, actually it looks alright. It smells too mustardy though. I fear I've gone in too hard with the mustard in the sauce. We learn for next time, maybe just not to put mustard in it. I'm gonna do a taste test. Oh, Harry's going in first. You go first. Okay, now I'm gonna go in. Let's have a look. It's the mustard. Yeah, that's not the one, guys. I feel like it might be a Maggie. Do they do vegan McDonald's? Oh, it's like spicy. Why is it spicy? Everybody's face.
There's actually a mac and cheese in the fridge.
There's actually McDonald's at the top of the road.
Right, okay, guys. You should have all eaten my lunch. My lunch was a 10 out of 10.
Oh no, it's the garlic that's killing me there.
You really react to garlic,
Yeah.
don't you? So who's up for Mackey's?
What's everyone's order?
No, because you're having takeout on Thursday and Saturday and Sunday. We can't have it today as well.
No, okay.
Sorry guys, this is the
Different
first time
things
it's been
every
a
day.
total failure.
There's a mac
It's a
and
good,
cheese
it
in
would
the
be a good
fridge.
side. I'm not eating another mac and cheese. It would be a good side.
In America maybe, why would you have mac and cheese as a side here?
No, you do have sides of mac and cheese here.
Yeah, in America.
Yeah.
No, here.
How
Yeah.
much mustard did it say to put in?
2 tablespoons.
Tablespoons or teaspoons?
Tablespoons.
You sure?
Positive. Not my finest moment, but we all know that I'm not a chef. Like, you guys always ask for food videos, you always ask for cooking videos. I can't cook. Like, that's just how it is. I'm sorry. It does mean that I get a McDonald's out of it. McDonald's chips are vegan as far as I'm aware. I've definitely seen my vegan friends eating them, so cheers to that, and here's to failure. Yes, please. Also, just want to add, these are actually really good McDonald's chips. You know how sometimes you get like dead McDonald's chips where they've obviously been standing for a while or they don't have salt on them. The perfect McDonald's chips. So I guess there's a silver lining. How was your McDonald's out of 10?
Not as good as the cheese.
Not as good as the mac and cheese, really? Yeah, I'm sure it was. I felt like it was a really fresh McDonald's, didn't you?
Ordered it on the app.
Yeah, actually that's true. We ordered the McDonald's, yeah, on the McDonald's app, and then went around the drive-thru and picked it up, all featuring EastEnders. Because at the drive-thru you just say a code that you get on the app and then they deliver it straight away. That was that, what a failure. So it is now the next day. We're back on the floor of my office. The end of this video was a complete fail. Did we expect anything less? Did I set you up at the beginning of this video to think that I was a chef? To think that this was going to be successful and run without a single hitch? Hopefully not, because I reminded you that I was no chef. My issue was, guys, I just put way too much mustard in that mac and cheese and it just really wasn't nice. I think if you loved mustard, maybe it would have been for you. As a family that don't really rate it, nobody liked it. So we got a Mackey's, so it wasn't all bad. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. I hope it made you laugh. And if you're wanting some inspiration for vegan recipes that are pretty simple, I do recommend this book. They probably have recipes online. They probably have an Instagram account. I actually don't know. But if they do, I'll link it below. I'll put it on screen. And other than that, I'm going to go and I shall be back with a weekly vlog on Saturday that hopefully you're going to enjoy. It's a cozy, homely, lockdown kind of weekly vlog. So that'll be up on my channel on Saturday morning. Bye, guys.